The Circulate project explores the certain tensions that arise when new technologies, and in this case distributed ledger technologies, are implemented in resource communities. Resource communities are groups of people who are sharing resources, and in some cases resources that they produce and also use communally. And these could be ranging from energy to mobility networks. The reason that we're looking at these communities now is that we see them emerging all over the Netherlands. So it's definitely a new phenomena that we think is not going to end anytime soon.
The people living in a resource community face the very concrete problem of managing and checking who uses which resources. And of course, considering that blockchain these days is very en vogue, so to say, we wanted to explore whether this kind of technology is a good fit for this problem space.
One of the aspects that we look into is the implementation of technology and whether technology can be considered a neutral medium. When we implement these kinds of technologies in communities, we seem to think that they won't have any effect besides the facilitation of managing systems. But actually they bring along with them a certain number of values that create tensions in these neighborhoods. And we don't really know what these tensions will lead to in terms of a possible deterioration of social relationships.
This is the reason why we developed a methodology and a series of design tools that can be used by resource communities to tease out the kind of values that they want to put in these technologies, and they will end up shaping the way in which they live in the future with this technology.
Schoonschip is consisting of 50 family households that have taken the initiative themselves to develop their own resilient, self-supportive floating neighborhood in the city of Amsterdam. Well, learning from the research and R&D project of Circulate, we want to develop the specific questions for new communities to be developed, so we can actually phrase the dilemmas up front. The serious game that's been developed during the Circulate project simulates real-life questions which will pop up in the operational phase of the future project to be, but are being triggered already in the process of design and decision-making up front.
Something that I think is the highlight of Circulate is the fact that we are not technology driven, but we take a design perspective that stems from the people in the community and targets specifically the community life and the social aspects of these communities. And this is why I think that a project like this falls squarely in the field of civic interaction design.